Well, thanks to our friends at Vail-Summit, Orthopaedics, and Neurosurgery for allowing us to broadcast the half-pipe finals today live on TV8 starting at 11. And I'm with one of the physician assistants from Vail-Summit, Orthopaedics, and Neurosurgery, Jonathan Walker. Thanks for joining us, Jonathan.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's a beautiful day to be out here.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So tell me what you do at BSO.
So I'm a PA. I work mostly with Dr. Sterrett.
Okay.
And so we do a lot of knee and shoulder sports medicine stuff. As a PA, we get to do most of what the doctors do. We just work with a physician, so with the surgeon.
Yeah.
So like I said, mostly knee and shoulders, but we also take trauma calls, so we see kind of everything that comes off the mountain.
Yeah. And what are the differences in the injuries that you get between skiers and snowboarders?
So the biggest thing is, skiers are more lower extremity, and snowboarders are more often upper extremity. And then you think about fractures in snowboarders and ligament injuries in skiers. So,
okay.
A lot of people look at snowboarding as kind of a safer alternative, especially from a knee standpoint, which is true. But you still get hurt.
As long as you're not in a half pipe. Then,
exactly.
Yeah.
All bets are off when you're jumping off stuff like this. It's what you said a minute ago. It's more like a car accident than a ski accident when you're coming up from 30 feet out of the pipe. Yeah,
absolutely. So with the fractures in the upper bodies in snowboarding, is that mainly wrists and shoulders that you're seeing?
Wrist is definitely the most common.
Okay.
And then clavicles, shoulder separation, that kind of stuff. From a prevention standpoint, any skiing or snowboarding, you can have head injuries, and everybody's really on board with the helmets. But like I said, most common now for snowboarders is wrist injuries.
Yeah.
And so, there's a lot of evidence, especially when you're beginning, to think about wearing a wrist guard or something like that to protect that.
My best advice for new snowboarders on that: when you fall, you've got to tuck your arms to your chest. You natural tendency to want to brace yourself, but that's how you instantly snap the wrist.
That's how you get hurt. And the interesting statistics that I saw this week, kind of preparing for today, was snowboarders are a lot more likely to get injured when they're younger and more experienced. Or less experienced.
Less experienced, yeah.
And that makes sense, because in a snowboard you fall before you even know you're falling, and your instinct is to put your hands out.
Yeah.
And it can happen fast.
Now, you also have a fairly interesting story. I've enjoyed chatting with you this morning. So this isn't your first time living in Vail.
No. I lived here when I was 19 or 20 for about 4 years, and just managed a Vail Sports rental store in Lion's Head. The one that's not there anymore, that was in the old gondola building. But I kind of decided I had to go find a career, and as soon as I got on that path, I was trying to figure out how to get back here. And so
that's good advice for all the lifties or Vail Sports employees right now. Don't stick with that as a career. Go back and get a medical degree and then come back here.
It makes it a little easier, especially we moved back out with 3 kids and a wife, and it's an amazing place to raise your family. But yeah, you need to be prepared for that, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Jonathan.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it. And thank you for keeping our valley active and healthy.
Yep, we are here whenever you need us. We hope to see you at an event like this, but when the inevitable injury happens, we're here to help. So you guys have a great day.
All right, thanks, man. And thanks again to Vail-Summit Orthopaedics and Neurosurgery for allowing us to broadcast the U.S. Open live. Make sure to tune in to TV8. Check out the half-pipe finals today starting at 11 a.m. And we got just a bit more Good Morning Vail coming up next.